Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is k.willsey and this is my channel. Yeah. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a different video than what I've ever recorded before, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, I never thought to record or share this type of content or make these videos or anything. And two, I was very closed off and didn't talk about this with a lot of people and very shy with this aspect of my life, but it's such a big part of my life. It is my life, it's my lifestyle, and now I'm finally not okay, because I've always been okay with the way I live my life, but I feel so confident and okay with this lifestyle that I live now, which is a spiritual and positive lifestyle, that I feel so okay with opening up about it. Before, I would be very closed off about it because I didn't want to be judged, and like certain people don't have an open mind like that, so I wouldn't want them to look at me differently or look at me like, who is this crazy girl, or anything like that. But now it's just how I literally live my life. Just everything about me revolves around spirituality and positivity. Now I'm such in a good place with understanding who I am. All throughout life, you continue to learn about yourself, so you're never like fully in understanding of who you are, but you find a foundation, which my foundation is spirituality. And spirituality is different for everybody, and everybody has their own thoughts, opinions, perspectives. Today, obviously, I'm going to be sharing mine because that's the only thing I have. Obviously, I only have my perspectives, and if you don't agree, then you could comment that you don't agree, and I will gladly read your comments because I'm always open to new viewpoints, new perspectives. But if you do comment a different viewpoint, it doesn't mean that I'm going to agree, but I can understand where you're coming from, especially if you explain it. But anyways, I'm just going to get right into my positive and spiritual journey. My voice just cracked. Ew. Actually, before I get into that, I feel the need to talk about the positive and the spiritual journey, which they go hand in hand, but not really. The spiritual journey, you need positivity because that's basically what the spiritual journey is all about. So like I said, everybody's spiritual path is different, but every spiritual journey is just about getting started. There's no right or wrong way to do it or get into it or a path to follow. There's no wrong way. I feel like the spiritual journey is just about understanding that you are complete and whole without anybody else, just looking within and really being in touch with yourself. Learning and experiencing new things is a big part of the spiritual journey, because anything that you hear or see online or read, you can take that and you either agree with it or don't agree with it. And with that, you can apply it to your own life in a positive way either way, because you could either see that you don't agree with that and you don't want to use those characteristics in your life, or you take it and you apply it to your life. So either way, it's very beneficial. It's just about learning and being open to yourself and being aware of your thoughts and your actions. But the positive journey, you don't need to be spiritual. It's more about just knowing that things are going to get better and looking up and just always being optimistic and looking on the bright side. So you don't need to be spiritual to live a positive lifestyle, but to live a spiritual lifestyle, you need a positive lifestyle. I hope that made sense. I tried to explain it the best I could without being confusing. But anyways, now I'm actually going to get into where both of my journeys began. So they both started when I was 18, but my spiritual journey started way before my positive journey. A month after I turned 18, I lost my grandmother, who I was very close with, and she was just such a positive influence in my life. So when she passed away, I guess I coped with it in a spiritual sense. I didn't know it at the time, and I didn't know that's where my journey would begin, but I bought a book on mediums because I know mediums can talk to the other side, and I wanted to be able to get in touch with the other side and be able to talk to my grandma. So I bought a book on how to become a medium. I remember I brought it to class and someone made fun of me for it. I think that's when I became very shy with that whole ordeal, and over the years, people call people who think like me crazy and stuff like that. So I was always very cautious of who I would talk to about that area aspect of living. I don't know. So yeah, that's where my spiritual journey began. Then fast forward 7 months, I am diagnosed with a severe disease, which I almost died from. It's still crazy to wrap my brain around that I almost died, but anyways, that's not this video. So I was hospitalized for the first time. What else is an 18-year-old girl gonna do in in the hospital besides scroll on Instagram. I came across Maud's son and I had zero idea who he was or anything. I just thought he was really cute, and then I was like,
let me look and see who this is.
So then I started looking more and more into him, and I just really liked how he lived his life and how positive he was, and just how he inspired so many people that I was like, wow, I really want to take his characteristics and apply them to my own life. So that is what I did, and I've been following him ever since, and that's where my positive journey began, was finding Maud's son when I was in a hospital bed. So yeah, that's where both of my journeys began. Fast forward 6.5 years, I'm still learning. I have a lot to learn, and the spiritual journey can look like an endless road ahead, and it could be very, very overwhelming because you just think there's so much information out there, but it shouldn't discourage you in any way from getting started, because once you find one topic that you like in spirituality, it's kind of just like a snowball effect, and you want to keep learning more and more about different things, and then you're just on your spiritual path, which is honestly amazing. It can happen just like that. For me, I didn't grow up like that or know about it or anything, so it's kind of crazy how far I've come 6.5 years later when I didn't even know really about spirituality. I knew like the other side and like souls and soulmates and stuff like that, but I never knew there was so much more to learn, or about meditating and looking within yourself and being okay with yourself, and just really being okay with who you are and understanding yourself and why you do the things you do, and your thoughts and your actions, and finding a purpose in life, chakras and just aligning them, and crystals, how they can align them, and just how it can be all off balance. It's so amazing and crazy being so with yourself. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's just, I don't know, it's just something really, really cool. And yeah. So I guess the last thing I will say is the spiritual path is just a very, very unique journey for everybody, but we all have the same goal, which is to understand ourselves. So clearly you're not the same as everybody else or anybody else, so yours is obviously going to be different from everybody else's. You learn as you go. The way you think right now may be different from what you think in the future, because you're always learning, you're always experiencing new things. Life is just changing. Honestly, I really like that part of the spiritual journey, because you're just constantly growing and learning and becoming a better person. And if someone is more advanced than you, don't get discouraged or compare your journey to theirs. That's literally the best thing that you could come across, because if someone is more advanced, then that means that you can learn from them and take different things that they say and apply it to your life. So don't get discouraged, always keep going. Just practice every day, even if it's in the smallest, slightest bit. If you're just aware of your thoughts and what you're thinking and your actions, then you're on the right path. So obviously this video, I didn't really touch on anything too specific. It was kind of just an introduction of how I view the positive and the spiritual path or lifestyle or journey or whatever you want to call it. But I figured me finally being okay and being able to open up and not care about judgment or anything, because it's literally just me and how I live my life, and it's my lifestyle, and it's literally my entire existence. And I'm so happy and thankful and grateful that I got into it, because it's literally a life changer. It just changes your whole way of living and thinking, and it's just, I don't know, that's the only way I can explain it. But like I said, obviously I didn't touch on anything too specific. I kind of just wanted to introduce it, but I hope me making this video and making more videos like this in the future will really help somebody to just be themselves and just be okay and open up, and just know that it's okay to live this lifestyle and not be shy or care about judgment or anything like that. Like, you're not crazy for thinking the way you do, because I felt like that for a long time. That's why I really didn't talk about it. So yeah, that's basically all I have. I hope this video in some way was beneficial to you. If it was, definitely leave a comment down below, and also get in touch with me on Instagram if you have any questions, or you're just looking to get into it and you need suggestions or tips or books or advice or guidance, whatever. Definitely DM me on Instagram and I will do my absolute best to get back to you. I also made a blog post on this, which I feel like might go into a lot more detail. So if you guys want to read it, the link is in the description box. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to see more of my videos, click here, and also turn on post notifications so you're notified when I upload. So I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.